So even with, everyone being in one building, you still tend to retain your customers for many generations and even exist in successful business over the generations. How do you withstand so many different social economic strains that many small businesses have crumbled under, but you're still here?
Well, I think our core values have always remained the same. It's always been about building a relationship, making people feel comfortable, treating them properly, and seeing to their needs, ensuring that they walk out with they have an exciting experience, they have a happy experience, and they have a piece of jewelry that marks their special moments.
What's some? You say you have like fifth generation customers. Tell me about those customers. How are their connection with Zolan?
So every time you meet somebody for the first time, it's like starting from scratch. So you have to prove yourself to everybody. You can't never take for granted that somebody, because their parents, their grandparents, even their great grandparents are clients, that they're going to be clients. So when somebody comes in, we take the same steps. We walk them through an educational process. We ensure that we're competitively priced day in and day out, and we want to make that experience special to them, not just because they're a third or fourth or fifth generation customer, but because we want them to be our next generation.
What's some of the things that they tell you, or why they keep coming back and bringing their children and grandchildren back?
Why do you guys keep coming back?
Because we have a relationship with you, and you give us great value for what we want and what what we're looking for. Mm-hmm. And as you well know, we brought my brother-in-law here for his engagement. We brought friends from out of town, mm-hmm. And I think it helps build relationships, and we like the jewelry.
Like a family.
That's amazing.
And we buy antique jewelry from you as well too. Yeah. You do our repairs, you do our custom pieces. So, I know you're about 26 or 27 years now. That's so right. I haven't really been anyplace else.
We're always happy when we leave.
Wow.
We're always
Pretty
thrilled.
much.
Yeah.
And they do great work, and they're very reasonable. So, and we have a good relationship with them. I trust them. I know when I give him something, I'm going to get back what I give him.
So, you said you have customers all over the world, and that's something that you guys have cherished over the years. Where are some of the countries or cities where some of your jewelry now currently exists?
So the first country that comes to mind is Costa Rica. We have a wonderful Costa Rican contingent. They're actually considered part of our family now. So I'd like to introduce you to somebody else here who we just heard a great story this morning.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Holly Freed. Nice to meet you.
Hi, are you a customer of Zolan as well?
Hopeful.
Yes, I came here today looking for a wedding band with my fiance because my grandmother taught these two gentlemen.
She's our second grade teacher.
Wow.
Yeah, and then Yael told me that about 25 years ago, my grandparents came here to repurpose some jewelry. When they got married, they had like 2 cents to rub together, so my grandfather couldn't really afford a nice engagement ring, and then after so many years of marriage, they came here, and I believe they used my grandmother's original engagement ring and then diamond earrings she had to make a new ring, which she still wears 10 years after my grandfather's passed. So
wow, that's amazing. So grandma's come here, and now you're coming here. Did she just say, hey, you need to go check out Yale? And
I actually asked my aunt who lives in the city where she said and where she goes, and she recommended coming here.
So everyone comes here.
Yeah, and then I think you were saying that you saw one of my aunts in Florida last year.
Yeah, just serendipitously, we were doing a jewelry show in Miami last year, and I was here with one of our workers, Fred. We were down there, and we were just having a casual dinner, and we struck up a conversation just randomly with the people that were sitting next to us. It turned out to be your aunt, so after playing a little geography, figuring out where each other are from, I said, wait a minute, your mother is Florence Freed? Well, that was my second grade teacher. So we invite them to come to the jewelry show the next day. They visited us. They visited our booth down there, and it was very fortuitous and quite coincidental, but it's a very, very small world.
That's amazing.
Not only was she our second grade teacher, but she was one of the best teachers.
That's
Very
awesome.
influential, I think, on
He's still trying to get points, as you can see.
You know what? She has such a good memory that when I call her and tell her about this, she will most likely remember her students. So
Wow. And not only that, of course, know where she had her jewelry repurposed
yeah, she'll
as
probably
well.
tell me every piece of jewelry that I have seen, but might not remember.
That's amazing. And are you getting a custom piece made?
Well, it will be ultimately a custom wedding band, yes.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
So that's great. Well, thank you. It's a pleasure. I
Thank you.
appreciate
Nice
your
to meet you.
story. It
Have a
was
nice
nice
day.
meeting you.
Speak to you soon.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Good to see that the generations in the flesh, as opposed to just a story, you know that this is your everyday operation, that people are coming in and they're telling their stories and doing business with you through their generations, and having so many great stories come up even after you realize how you're related or knowing people.